Please welcome your defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. Pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for less. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
It's a game of 3.
Throwing is Hurts. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
For the Eagles.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games. He's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played out a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Prescott now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run here with former Longhorn with it. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. In the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Down, it's Blue. Oh, he shifts past him to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he's able to make the play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early game.
They will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dotson in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fielded just inside the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be out at around the 45-yard line. A big play to start him out. He has him at the 45 already.
First down, Dallas.
Throwing. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Now a 2nd and 6.
Schoonmaker. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Again, Barkley out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A gain of 3 brings up second
Hurts.
at the 22.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run it over Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. That's good. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down carry for Barkley. He picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Hurts completing this one quickly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the year as his kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now a pitch out to Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. But instead, it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes to him.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, what a move. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. Now you flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards. And the Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
A gain of 12. Brings up 3rd.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, I think he was able to lean forward a little bit, but he did not get the first down. So that's a very disappointing play, as it's going to bring up 4th and very short.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete to Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for another Eagles. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott good with the 18. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. To throw is Prescott. And this pass broken up. Hanson covers here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage right that run after catch.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they're talking over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
From the 40 now on second down. Hurts. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the takes returning plays. He'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always. And we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing. Right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. It leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. He's given 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
No gain on the play.
Prescott from the gun. Will find Lamb. That's complete. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Drops it to Blue. Complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. That ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Fielded at the 33. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Prescott down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Calling a gain of a yard. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game and try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Hurts to throw. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
At the 43.
Trying to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there deep himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Cowboy 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the draw, here's Blue. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Offense actually brings an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go together in this game.
I like that. MVU. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself. It usually happens enough for other people to have big games as well.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46. Here's a give to Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. They begin the time with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They probably spent a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. There's that man again, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
That's good for an
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
And his throw here's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Peyton Turner now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance on this ace pass rush.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give them a lot of credit.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at a yard. Throwing, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They got a number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This is 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll go down. Down the 20. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more, and he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Going right back to Dodson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they bring this one inside the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
14-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, run a quick slant or something like that.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Right? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 8, a little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. To throw, Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path. A significant number.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And they take it down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, Dallas.
Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is caught. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Dak. And he's going to be sacked. He came after him. He tried to get away. And this remains a 2-point game. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.